Howdy ho, neighborinos. We are here today for, you already know it, dude, finals, grand finals, as they call it, of the APA Academy Low Tier Season 4, if I recall correctly. So, today, we are going up against Jack, aka Gray, aka the only other man I know with the fucking fantastic taste in music. And, boy oh boy, if you saw the first time we played, I had just gotten my first dose of the vaccine, and it fucked me up. So like a day before, 2 days before I got it, and then I got it on Friday, we played on Sunday, and I did not want to be there. Like usually you hate playing rematches, but in this particular matchup, it's almost like I didn't play the first one, because I got my ass handed to me. He SD'd with every Pokemon and fucked me up. And I just wanted it over with, and I went back to sleep afterwards. You know what I mean? So it's almost like it didn't even happen, except I got to see what on his team is like solid versus me. You know what I mean? So looking at his team, looking at my team, he's got Blaziken, Inteleon, Rotom-Mow, Porygon 2, Duraludon, Scyther, Sandslash, Rapidos, Galar, Rapidash. I said Rapidos, what the fuck? Sableye, Coughing, and Swirlix. So he does have potential for T-Spikes, he does have potential for Sticky Webs, he does have potential for Stealth Rocks and regular Spikes. He's got all, he's fucking all potential, dude. And if any of that turns into Kinetic, we are fucked. So I have Zygarde 10%, Lanoon, Incineroar, Acelgor, Doublade, Clefairy, Thwackey, Vanilluxe, Kabutops, Grapploct, and Pikachu. So last time we did not bring Grapploct, and looking at his team, it puts in some fucking work. So the very first member that we wanted to bring was going to be Choice Banded Grapploct with speed for Porygon 2, Adamant Nature, 118 attack, Technician boosted Circle Throw, does not give a fuck about your team, dude. So if rocks are up and I click Circle Throw when Scyther comes in, he hasn't been running Boots. I think he hasn't ran Boots all season. He's just been playing it really well. So I can capitalize on that by circle throwing and making sure that something that he doesn't want in is in, forces more switches, gets more chip. I also have Hail on the team, so they'll be taking that percentage chip every time. There's going to be a lot of chip in this game, if it goes how I think it's going to go. So we got Brutal Swing just to make sure I have something that can hit the Sableye. I don't know if Sableye comes in, and I'm also looking at, I guess I forgot to crop this a little as good as I should have, so if I remember, I gotta fix that before I put it into the video. But Facade is also there just because if I do get burned or poisoned or whatever, I do want a spammable move. But Close Combat and Circle Throw are probably going to be the most spammed moves. It does a shitload, and this boy's pretty thick too, so it doesn't necessarily die to any hit on the from any Pokemon except for Dual Wing Beat from Scyther. That shit is strong. Scyther is the overall kill leader in this league. It's tied with Zygarde 10 for overall kill leader. However, the way APA does it, there is the trophies you may have seen in some leagues where the kills that it gets, you get more trophy points for killing Pokemon that are like higher tier than lower tier. You know what I mean? So it's kind of a way of balancing out like another form of differential, basically. But Choice Banded Grapploct is here. Choice Banded Grapploct is now. I'm ready to click some fucking buttons, dude. Next, we have Choice Scarf, Vanilluxe, Freeze Dry, Blizzard, Aurora Veil, and Taunt. He does not switch into this. He 100% does not switch into this. There is a Porygon 2, but that boy's going to come in, take 30 I think it's 33 to 40 from Blizzard. If it takes Rocks, if it takes Hail Chip, he is not switching into this well. If he's fully Spadef, that just means he's going to be taking more from Zygarde, from Tech Deck, from Tangelos over there. So whatever we need to, obviously we'll need to scout what the spread is, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. I also have knockoff on 2 different Pokemon, so if we can get rid of that things at Violite, we are looking fantastic. Taunt is there because this is most likely our designated lead. So if we do see a Coughing or Swirlix or any of that kind of lead, I'm just going to click Taunt and I'll switch out. Even if I'm choiced into Taunt, that's fine. That's better than having a T-Spike up or having webs on the field or any of that kind of chicken shit bullshit. You know what I mean? So this boy's very, very spammable versus his team. I'm really liking the matchup. Next, we have Zygarde 10% with the Eject Pack, Stone Edge, Thousand Arrows, Superpower, and Extreme Speed. I figured Extreme Speed was better than having any sort of Dragon Dance on this Pokemon. I don't really see myself having much of an opportunity to set up. Like, If we get Veil up, that's one thing, but it'd only be 5 turns. We'd be choiced into it. We have to switch out. That means it's really only going to be 4 turns by the time we're done with it. So I don't really see myself getting a big opportunity to do that. However, 4 attacks Zygarde is really, really nice this game. He doesn't really switch into this very well. He can go into Porygon 2, but boy oh boy is that thing going to take a fucking chunk. And then the whole point of this is to get momentum off of the Porygon 2. So if he comes in, takes 1,000 arrows, he'll realize we're not banded, he'll realize he can recover off or fire off an Ice Beam or whatever he wants to do. I click Superpower, I do about 40% if he's Fizz-Def, maybe 30%, something like that. It's a roll, you know what I mean. And we will yeet ourselves out. I can bring out Grappalock, I can bring out Tangelos to knock off, I can bring out Clef to knock off. If he's in range and it's late game, we can bring out Spreadsheet. Spoilers, we're not Spike's lead this time, you know what I mean? So, Stone Edge obviously is going to be for that Scyther. 1,000 arrows is for pretty much everything else. Just as far as Blaziken and Duraludon go, obviously Coughing can't be Shuka, but I definitely got to make sure to scout the items on those things because he has a bunch of Pokemon that can be good Scarfers. He has a bunch of Pokemon that can be good Resist Berry users. So I definitely need to scout, and I'm really hoping that with Hazards and Circle Throw, I can kind of expose to see what's lefties, what's boots, what's this, what's that. You know what I mean? So next we have my name Clef, who has to be Friend Guard this week because Encore is super important, and it doesn't go with Teleport. Teleport is also super important. Knock off, Teleport, Stealth Rock, and Encore, and fucking Friend Guard, which is so dumb. But this boy eats hits from just about everything not named Duraludon. So we are able to get up our Stealth Rocks, which is a huge hindrance on the Scyther. Knockoff is there for the P2 and said Scyther, because if it's a Violite or Bandit or whatever, we don't want it. Encore is to make sure, like the last game we played, he SD'd with Blaziken and he SD'd with Scyther in my fucking, or he SD'd with Rapidash and with Scyther in my face, and there was nothing I could do about it. So I want to make sure that he's not able to do that again, even if it loses us momentum, even if we have to sack Clef. That's just, I can't let him, you know, get all up in my face with all that bullshit. Next, and technically we do have an attacking move, but it's knockoff, so it's not exactly the greatest, you know. Spreadsheet, Aselgor, Throat Spray, Bug Buzz, Sludge Bomb, Mud Shot, and Recover. This boy is strong as hell. I need Scyther to take rocks or to be knocked off and take about 40% of chip. I need Blaziken to be at about 50%. Everything else on this team. But, well, I guess Sandslash is pretty bulky if that does come, so that could potentially need a little bit more chip. But Aselgor absolutely destroys this man's team late game. Porygon 2, I'm hoping to get that thing's a Violite knocked off pretty early on, have it take some hazard, keep it low, and Throat Spray boosted Bug Buzz does so much to P2. I'm really looking forward to using this. We can also 1v1 P2 if he doesn't have T-Wave or Toxic, because we do have the Recover. Aselgor does have relatively decent Spadef and a good HP stat, so he shouldn't be able to do too much to us, and we will be able to see if he's like Download or Trace or whatever. So if he's Trace, that's not going to hurt. If it's Download, he'll get the attack boost, so if he's not running Double Edge or whatever, that should be fine. If he is running, what's it called? Analytic, then we potentially can still 1v1 it, but it's going to depend on if he has investment and all that kind of stuff. But Spreadsheet is absolutely the win con here. I've almost every single game, if not every single game, this has been a Spike's lead Pokemon, so I'm fully expecting an anti-lead, like a Scyther, to just be able to come in and dual wing beat me down. So that way, that's kind of why I want to lead Gucci, just be able to throw off a Blizzard early game. P2 is really the only switch in, and like I said, with Rocks Up, with Hail Chip, with just a strong, modest Blizzard, that's his only switch in, and he put in, you know, with all that chip, he is potentially not taking 2 if he takes a little bit of damage. So I'm hoping I can get that thing chipped so that this here Aselgor can win. Last but not least, we have Kabutops with the Chople Berry. That way we're able to live a hit from Blaziken. Rapid Spin, Knockoff, Flip Turn, and Stone Edge. This just guarantees that basically no matter what I'm up against, I don't really think Rotom comes. It doesn't really have a great matchup here. If it does, that's whatever, we'll get in versus something else. But this basically just means that no matter what comes in, we are able to live a hit. We are able to get the Rapid Spin off. We should outspeed on the next turn. We can get a Knockoff off. Knockoff spam is really great this game. So 44 HP basically just means, I forget what it was, in one of the mocks I lived a hit on like 1 and then I looked at it and I was like, I'm going to throw some extra bulk in here just to make sure that I get that roll every time. I honestly do not remember what it was. I'm sorry. But, dude, a lot, like, this league has been just fun clicking buttons, but when playoff time comes, dude, I did some mocks. Shout out to CB Mockus, the fucking mock goat. And we were able to, you know, kind of figure out what we got going on here. But Kabutops is probably the most expendable member of this team. Like, if I need to sack something, it's going to be this. Everything else has a specific, you know, thing that it does. This is basically just here to keep hazards off the field, if at all possible. So, knockoff spin obviously is nice too, but we got Clef that can do the same thing. So, that's the team. I play in like 30 minutes. And I am fucking terrified. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This whole day, I've been going like, I get to play my fucking good pal Jack. It's like no pressure, you know, it's fun. This is a fun game. Pokemon is a fun game. I'm gonna reiterate that. But, about 30 minutes ago, the nerves really kicked in, man. So, I'm really looking forward to this game, but also the fucking, you know, it's a finals game, so the pressure of it is real, even though it's just a little tier 3 and below Pokemon. This is still APA Academy, dude. This is still like a respectable league. The fact that I am in finals of a respectable league is a fucking joke. If I win this league, Pokemon is a fucking trash game, and no one should ever try at it ever again. If fucking Spike's offense play the rest of the game with 5 Mons, Shayquaza wins this league, Pokemon is the biggest fucking joke ever. And it should never be called competitive ever again. That's all I'm going to say, dude. Jack is a better player than me. I'm just going to say it. That man is a fantastic player. When he goes in, that man goes the fuck in. He's already won BBR, dude. That man won BBR. I didn't even make playoffs last time at BBR. That shit's hard, dude. People in that league are good. People in this league are good. And you know what? None of them made finals. It's me and Jack. And like I said, he's good. But everyone in this league is fucking so good at this game, dude. And I'm here. This is fucking ridiculous, dude. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Obviously, I'm going to try my best. I want to give Jack a good game. I want to give the people at home viewing something fun to watch. But at the end of the day, this is Pokemon. And this is ridiculous that this is even a thing that's happening. So, with all that being said, I'm glad I get to play Jack. If there's anyone else I could, like, anyone in the playoff bracket that I wanted to win, it would have been Jack or it would have been Q. And we got to play both of them. So no matter what happens, I'm very happy with this season. I think the way everything went down, I definitely found my own playstyle in this and UPBA. So no matter what happens, at least I now know how I like to play to get the most kills. And at the end of the day, dude, we still lucky in bad gang no matter what. You know what I mean? So, peep my Twitter header. We wear that shit like a badge of honor. You know what I mean? You fucking cyberbully me, I'll put it in my Twitter bio, you know? But, that's the team builder. No pressure. No pressure at all. I'll say it again, no pressure. Alright, I'll see you guys in the battle. This has been 14 minutes. Good God. What am I doing with my life? Alright, it's time, boys. Here we are with the finals of the APA Academy up against our good homie, Jack, a.k.a. Gray. This is going to be some shit, man. All day, I've been like, oh, I'm not even nervous about this. This is going to be just a good fucking fight versus my buddy. And then, about an hour before the battle, I was like, oh, there it is. So, Blaziken, P2, Scyther, Inteleon, Sandslash, and Duralaton. Okay. So, Blizzard looks fucking fantastic here. A Selgor in the late game looks fantastic. Grapploct also looks pretty damn good. Everything looks decent. Oops, that's not what I meant. We're going to lead with Gucci. Am I missing anything? We're going to have to scout and see if he's Scarf Inteleon or maybe Scarf Blaziken. But let's fucking do it, boys. The fact that I'm even here in finals after just just breaking Spike's offense every single week is hilarious. So we're going to try to do better than we did last time. Fun fact, last time I played Jack in the regular season, I had just gotten my vaccination. Just for cluck's sake. Okay, so I think I have to go into Clefairy on this. I could go for Veil if I really wanted to, but if he's Scarf, that is an issue. We are just going to go hard out into Clef. That is a very good lead. He could be Scarf, expecting the Selgor lead. Oh, it didn't even do the whole nickname. We got My Name Clet. He goes for Aura Sphere. Fantastic. And this is going to be funny because we see, he will see that I'm not Magic Guard. And that's okay. So, I absolutely want Rocks up. However, I don't want to give the Duraludon a free switch. So I kind of just want to go for Teleport. My switch into Duraludon does not exist, so let's just go hard for the Teleport. He does withdraw. Shino Numa. He does go into Scyther, okay. We are just going to hard teleport. We're going to go right back out into Gucci. Vanillux is in here. So if he's Scarf, he can U-turn out. But we always kill with Blizzard. I'm clicking it, dude. We find out here if he's Scarf. The fact that he didn't... He does withdraw. Okay, the fact that he didn't switch out... I mean, he didn't like go for like U-turn. Okay, we do see Dave. Dave is here. Dave is now. Dave takes a chunk, huh? Porygon 2. That did about 35%. That's about... Okay, wow. Yeah, so he's not Spadef for sure. 100% not Spadef. We're going to go out into our Tech Deck. We go into Tech Deck, and I believe we click us a nice Circle Throw. If I had to guess, I would say he might want to recover and keep this thing heavy. I mean, keep this thing heavy. Keep this thing healthy. If he does just want to attack, that's fine. We should eat any hit and be able to outspeed on the next turn. Get a nice chunk off. We're kind of just switching out, feeling each other out. He does go for the teleport. Ooh, okay. Good play, good play. Now, I'm assuming we're going to see a Scyther here. We see Sandslash. He's hit by the hail first, so he is faster. Now... Okay, so he is lefties. So we're in with Grapple Locked, and he is in with Sandslash. Where the fuck is Sandslash? Just not a Lola, damn it. We got that. We can just Circle Throw and get a lot of damage off on this thing, and chances are he will be tossed into something he doesn't necessarily want to be into. So he does go for Spikes. Okay. Okay, so that's fine. That's fine. That's fine, dude. That's fine. It's only finals. Why would we want to hit and attack? Why would we ever want to hit an attack. We just go for circle throw again. He's going to get up another layer. Goes for EQ. That does a little under half. We throw that ass in a circle. We do over half. And let me see P2. We see Blaziken. Fuck. For Cluck's sake, gets dragged out. Now, P2 is weakened. Last time we went hard into Clef. Let me see. He's not Life Orb, he's probably Scarf. So any attack is going to kill us, and I believe we just need to stay in and click Circle Throw again. I don't want to go into Clef. He does go for that Aura Sphere. We live on 5. Throw that ass in a circle. Blaziken goes down. Nice. Blaziken goes down, which is amazing. Absolutely fantastic. With Blaziken down, if we can get Rocks up and Scyther isn't Boots, everything should be in range of a Selgor at +1. Banded Grapple Lock does not fuck around. Banded Grapple Lock don't fuck around, bro. I'm assuming Scyther comes in here. Really, anything can come in here because we are locked into a negative priority move. He does go into Intervention, which is a big, scary boy. So, I just click Circle Throw. I'm fine sacking this. That's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. He just go for that Scald. That dies to Inteleon. So, if we go Clef, we should be able to eat one and get Rocks up. We could also go into Tangelos, perhaps. Let's go, no, you know what? We go out into Gucci, I think. We go out Gucci. We go Gooch. We do have Freeze Dry. Blizzard 2 it KOs this. Blizzard 2 it KOs this and something. Porygon 2 is at like 60%. So, hold on, let me see here. Porygon 2 is at 50. Freeze Dry. Ooh, Freeze Dry actually might not KO. So we will just go for... Actually, Porygon 2 gives us a switch into Clef, so that's fine. We'll just click Freeze Dry. If he does want to go P2, that's fine. It'll take Hail Chip, it'll take a Freeze Dry, some Chip. It'll just be taking all kinds of Chip, dude. He does withdraw. And he's going to sack the Sand Slash, okay. So, Sand Slash goes down to Vanillux. Scyther, P2, Inteleon, and Duraludon. He goes Dave, which is the P2. I think I want to go to Tangelos and try to spin. It's definitely the most expendable member of the team. Definitely the most expendable member. So we'll take a Spike. Oh, he might just want to recover. We'll see. He does recover. Nice. So I can spin first, or I can knock off first. I think I want to spin. I don't think he stays in here, right? But what is he doesn't really have a switch into this either. I'll quick rapid spin first, and then we can knock off on the next turn. If he's got T-Bolt or something that can do a large chunk, he does withdraw Dave. Goes into Clipper, which is Duraludon. We get the spin off. And we are now faster. Nice. Okay, so I can just click knockoff. That'll do a good amount to this. Knowing he's not Scarf is pretty fucking nice. Knockoff, yeah, knockoff does a chunk, and that'll also get rid of any potential Shuka Berry. I love that. Let's do it. He was Shuka. He goes for that Flash Cannon. We live. Spit F drop. Buffeted by the hail. So if he is itemless, Stone Edge actually does the most. Stone Edge does do the most. Hold on, let me see something here. If we have... No, it's not time yet. I'm just clicking knock again, just to get guaranteed chip off on this. He does get up Stealth Rocks. Good play. It'd be cool if the hail stopped. The hail does stop. You love to see it. You love to see it. So we get another rapid spin off. Didn't even plan for that to happen. That just worked out real nice, you know? Sometimes life just works out, you know? And this thing is definitely in range of a Selgor now. That P2 is the only thing standing in our way. And we can potentially deal with it with a Selgor, depending on what his set is. We're just going to spin again. We fast as fuck, boy. I win this 1v1, do I not? I win this 1v1, and then no matter what happens... Okay, I guess he wanted to see if I would switch out. So Kabutops goes down to Duraludon. So now we can go into Memphis. We can go out into Big Memphis. It's time. He's in. I need to get rocks up. I definitely need to get rocks up. We just click about 1,000's worth. So, Duraludon goes down to Zyg. He's got Scyther, P2, and Inteleon left. Inteleon should be in range at +1. We need to knock P2, and we need to get up rocks for Scyther. The end game is fastly approaching, and I'm not ready for it yet, so we need to definitely make sure we can get everything in range. If he goes into P2 now... If he goes Inteleon, I think I just extreme speed that, and then we go into Clef and get up rocks. He does go into Intervention. I could just go hard Vanillux. I could go hard Vanillux. I could just extreme speed. This thing is still pretty nice for the late game. Let's go... Fuck. But Gucci's much more important. Gucci's much more important. Let's just go for that extreme speed. Yeah, let's just clicky speed. Did a chunk. He does go for that U-turn. Nice. He predicted me to switch out, and we did not. So now he can actually go into P2. I think he thought I might be banded. If he goes Scyther, I'm just clicking Stone Edge. If he goes P2, we click Superpower and go out into our Clef. Teleon showed Scald. U-turn. He didn't... We don't know if he's choiced yet. He does go Dave, which is P2. We click Superpower. We eject back out into Clef. Superpower, eject back out into Clef. Okay, that thing is Fizdef as hell. We are going to get yeeted out. And we just go into My Name Clef. He goes for Tri Attack. Does he kill? To a KO, rather. Maybe. Maybe. I'm just getting my rocks up. Rocks are super important. We didn't see download. We didn't see trace. I believe that is... I forget what it's called, but when you go last, it's stronger. So he shouldn't be able to kill us. He probably just goes for a recover here. If I had to guess. He could also just go hard Scyther. If he does go hard Scyther, I'm going to click Encore no matter what he goes for. That way he's just not able to, you know, do the thing. He does go Scyther as we get our rocks up. Okay, so that makes me believe this thing isn't, you know, isn't the thing. So if he wants to SD, he's getting Encored. He might just kill us if he's banded. He does go for dual wing beat. We live on one. Then click Encore. I think that means he's not banded. Okay, so the play there was definitely knockoff. I just wanted to make sure he couldn't set up. He does go for that dual wing beat. I believe we have to go into Vanillux. Dual Wing Beat should not kill our Gucci. We are at 133. If he switches out, something dies. And he will have to come back in on rocks. So I'm just going to click Blizzard, right? Yeah, Inteleon's in range. Not in range, but he's in range of 2. We do click Blizzard. Please die. Scyther dies. Okay, the game just lagged hard, and that scared the fuck out of me, dude. We do see P2. He's gonna take rocks. I am just gonna click Blizzard again. Ooh, that fucking sucks. That absolutely sucks. But dude, that really fucking sucks, man. He would have to kind of stall me out on there, and I could switch back out and I could come back in and go for the taunt. So I don't feel the worst about that, because he would just have to recover stall me. And I'm lucky and bad anyways, dude, so fucking, you know, I guess that's just what happens. P2 goes on the Vanillux. Intervention comes out. It's going to take rocks. And we are going to continue to click Blizzard. And E-Speed should pick this thing off. So he is Scarf. We live in. He lives on 1. Hail will take him out. Damn, dude. Is that the fucking game? Did we just win APA Finals, dude? Did we just win APA Academy? Holy fucking shit, man. So, listen. P2 getting frozen was super annoying for him, but like I said, he would be forced to recover. I could switch out, come back in, and just taunt him, and then be able to do basically whatever I want. A Selgar was our win con, so all I needed, and that thing was super fizz def, so all I needed was for him to be in range of the +2 or the +1 Bug Buzz, and then I also had Recover, so unless he had like Thunder Wave or Toxic, there was no way he was beating that. A Selgar does have decent SPDF, so we should have been able to recover that off, but holy fuck, man. Obviously, like, Jack's the fucking homie, and that freeze fucking sucks. And there's no real getting past that. And if that would have happened early game, I 100% would have restarted. But with 2 turns left in that fucking game, there was no way I was about to do all that again. Especially after it lagged real hard the previous turn. That shit scared the fuck out of me. But, holy fuck, man. Let me see if he wants to hop in call real quick and we can talk it out. Alrighty, so, first things first. I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's Mons. It's not the first time that P2 has been frozen in just this season. I think it's been frozen 3 times.
Jesus Christ. I was thinking too, like I even mentioned in the team builder, I was like, you know, playing so offensively, like I don't think I've really had a whole lot of like hacks in my favor. I've just been, well, I froze Matt too. That one didn't matter as much, but that definitely sucked because like I had taunt on it, so I would have had to switch out and come back in and taunt you and then switch back out. And I think the end game was definitely still possible, but it definitely, worst case scenario, it expedited the process. Like fuck.
It did. I think I could probably have recover stalled for a little bit. But I don't know. It's hard to tell.
It is.
Like all I needed to do was get your Vanillux weak enough that I could realistically just click Scold and hope for the best. Or click Ice Beam if I get you low enough. 100%. It all came down to chip because I was Scarf and Tellion, so it's just.
I kind of figured you. That's been like your primetime Scarfer all season, so we were kind of expecting that would be the thing. I was actually throat spray unburden a Selgor just with enough speed for that, and then I was like, I've brought spikes every single week. I guess it's finals. Let's switch it up, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like. I was kind of expecting the Blade. Like the grapple locked, that was banded, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
I saw the damage and I was like, oh, it's banded, but I then just didn't, for whatever reason, didn't calc how much Aura Sphere was doing. I just thought it's probably doing enough. Yeah. Like that Earthquake did a good amount of damage. I would have thought Aura Sphere would do enough. And when I looked at the calc, I was like, that's not killing, and then it didn't kill, and I lost my Blaziken, and I think at that point it was very difficult for me to win.
Yeah, that going down early was amazing. I actually, like, I kind of went full tryhard mode, and I did some mocks for this, and in every single thing, Blaziken was the last thing that would never be in range of fucking a Selgor, so that going down early was amazing for me, and then, what am I thinking of here? Oh, yeah, I think Grapple Lock lived on 3 or 5 or something like that. I thought it was going to die. It's kind of sneaky bulky, though.
I 100% should have clicked Flare Blitz. I don't know why I decided. I think I was like, maybe the Kabutops comes in, but the Kabutops comes in, I just switch. Like, Duraludon was always going to be fine against Kabutops unless it had, like, superpower. And even then, like, Duraludon did nothing against your team. So
That's how I felt about Kabutops. I was like, I just throw him out there. He can spin and die, you know?
See, I was thinking, oh, I'll just keep clicking rocks until I die. And I was like, I probably just lose to it if I do that. Because if I outspeed my entire team and probably just one-shot Inteleon and one-shot Scyther, so
I mean,
I kind of had to kill it.
That's assuming I would hit a Stone Edge at some point during that. And since I missed a fucking circle throw, I was scared to click that button anyways. I think once your item was knocked off with Duraludon, Edge did more, but I was like, I ain't missing this shit, dude. I'm just gonna get some chip, put it in range of a Selgor, and we'll pray for the best, you know?
Yeah. I know, that. I think it was definitely the graph-locked Blaziken turn that shifted that game, and like, at the end I may have been able to steal you out, possibly, but like, because that superpower did no damage.
It really didn't. I was just jolly no boosting item. The whole point was I was hoping to be able to still have Grapple Locked alive, and then yeet myself out into it and toss something around a little bit. But that boy, you know, he went down a little earlier than expected.
Yeah. Not as early as I would have liked.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I kind of went with the mentality of, like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
You know, fair enough.
Because I expected the blade so much, I put knockoff onto Scyther, and honestly, that just sucked.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't click U-turn and keep momentum.
That's my team, by the way.
I literally just, like, I've had so many games this week, like, ridiculous amount of games this week. I think it was 8 in total.
What?
And 4 of them were playoff games.
How?
So I was just like, okay, so I need to just throw something together effectively. Just take the original paste and just hope that my team was really good for that one. Because I mean, I won the first game, but at the same time, I didn't expect you to bring the exact same team and make the same plays.
Yeah, fair enough.
So it's kind of like, okay, I just need to, like, change a move up here and there and hope that it all works out. It did not work out. I was expecting Aqua Jet on Kabutops as well.
Oh yeah, that boy had 4 move slot syndrome hard this game, because I definitely wanted to be able to knock stuff off, but then also momentum, because that's the whole point of the team. So like, I needed flip turn, and then you don't want to be facing a Scyther that 6-0s you and not have a rock move. It was just, you know, and it's finals too, so there's extra pressure on everything. You know, I'm trying to, like, get help with building, and everyone's like, bring all this other stuff, and I'm like, I think I'm just gonna do what I want, you know.
Yeah. I've had an absolute headache prepping for my UBL game, because, like, I got a super passive team against, like, a team that just outstalls it but also out offenses it.
Yikes.
And I was just like, I'm just bringing some heat to that game. I got Blunder Policy, Zap Cannon, PZ.
Ooh.
So
damn.
Like, a lot of my time has been put into prepping for that one. I got my PTL game I played. I didn't really prep much for that one, but I won that one.
Nice. How did you have 8 games? Are you, like, in 8 leagues, or are you just, like, doing 2 games for some leagues?
I did expect to do well in all of my leagues. I didn't expect to make playoffs in all my leagues. So, like, when I signed up for a couple of leagues, I was like, end of the season's like 2 weeks. The draft starts in 2 weeks. It'll be fine. And so I'm now in 6 leagues. Now 5. It dropped down because this game, win or lose, was going to be the end of the season at least.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I had one game that was overdue from last week against Vivid and Root in TBL. Then I think I was quite late playing Shuckle King from memory. I think it was like Friday or something.
For sure, because me and Q were super late too, and that's when I messaged you and was like, hey, did y'all already play? I didn't know if you just didn't put the stats in, because I was like, I'm going to feel bad if they're, like, waiting to see who won, to see who they play. And you were like, no, we're playing tomorrow. And I was like, oh, thank God, at least we're not, like, the latest ones, you know?
Yeah, when we got to actually scheduling, it was about Monday, and the week had already gone, basically, that we were meant to play. I was like, to be honest, I didn't even know who I was playing, because the bracket hadn't been updated.
Yep.
And it was just, I was like, I'm not going to assume that I'm playing Shuckle King and then build a team, and then the bracket gets updated, and I'm playing yourself or Q.
Yeah, build a team, and then also have 7 more teams to build and have to redo that one.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So outside of that, I've got still UPBA game I need to prep for, and also PTL quarterfinals. I played Lux, and I'm gonna get my ass kicked. There's a reason I chose Lux to be on my team for TBL. So.
Yikes.
But yeah, other than that, I got like a couple of early season games that I could put like 10-minute prep into and not care, because I mean, there's one league I just generally don't care about. But
it's okay, dude. You can tell me it's UPA. It's fine.
It's not. It's SPT.
Oh, okay. It's also funny. I was thinking about it. The last time we played was like 2 days after I got my vaccination shot, so I felt like shit. I don't even remember what happened in that battle. Like it was like someone else took over and then did shitty, and then that was fine. So it was like, I hate doing rematches because, you know, you usually try to bring what you want the first time, but then it's like, this isn't even really a rematch because I don't even know what the fuck happened in the first one. Like, I was in a weird fucking Pfizer coma, you know? So, like, I guess it kind of worked out that, like, it really wasn't a rematch.
See, I absolutely hate having rematches against teams that I beat.
Yep.
If I've lost the game in the season, I got so much that I can change and adapt. Like, against Shuckle King, I lost the first game, so I made a whole bunch of changes. With this one, I was like, well, shit worked the first time.
Yeah.
But
if it ain't broke, don't tax it, you know?
But, like, effectively, if I played differently, I had a better chance of winning. But I think, like, if I ice beamed your Zygarde, that would be nice. Just get rid of that.
Yeah, for sure. I was fully expecting to sack it right there, too.
Like, I was thinking if he's... Like, you just wouldn't sack it at that point, was what I thought. Because if you were Dragon Dance or something, then you keep it around.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you just E-speed, I was like, ah, shit, that was a misplay, and now I've got to try and kill that thing later. But I don't know. It's easy to, like, say what if.
Yeah, shoulda, woulda, coulda mons are always easier after than the actual game, you know?
Indeed. Like, I mean, like, your Snowball doesn't have Focus Blast, so realistically you're banking on Sludge Bomb poisons. I would have thought, against P2 at the end.
Yes, well, it was just basically spam Bug Buzz versus it, and I guess it might have come down to poisons.
I guess, yeah.
And then if you didn't have T-Wave or, what's it called, I would have just had to try to recover it out and fucking... Yeah, I guess probably get the poison and then go for Bug Buzz. But, you know, you never really know what the fuck would have happened. I just am once again sorry for the freeze, but it's fucking, you know...
It is what it is. Like, I don't... It would have been difficult to brawl that back. Like, if P2 gets back up to full health, I've just got to keep spamming Tri-Attack, and it comes down to hacks regardless, I think.
Yeah. Did you have a status move on P2?
No. I had Shadow Ball as my coverage.
Gotcha.
Again, because I was convinced for some reason that Doublade was coming.
I forget Doublade's even on my team, honestly. I fucking hate that thing.
If I'd known that, I would have prepared for it.
In 2-3 and below, you know, you gotta get you a Steel type, and that's just, you know, just hoping for the best.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, regardless, really good game. It was a fun one. I know you're fucking, you're busy and whatnot, but it was a fun game. All day, I was like, this is gonna be a fun game versus my buddy. I'm not nervous at all. And like an hour beforehand, I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess we're taking a nervous shit now. I guess that's just what we're doing, you know?
That wasn't until, like, you said, okay, I'm setting stuff up now. I was like, I'm a little bit nervous now, but it's not like not nearly as bad as BBR. When I was in BBR finals, I was like nervous shitting 3 times before, like literally
sure.
From when I was setting up. It was like, yeah, it's not so great, but I think like once you do one, the next one is just like, well, I've already won one league. If I don't win this one, I don't win this one.
Yeah, fair enough. You won like a very serious like try-hardy league too. This has been the fact that I made it to finals in the first place is a fucking joke, you know? Like,
I mean, the same. Like, I drafted a team that I specifically could just click buttons with. That was my whole intent for the entire season, was just, I want to click buttons. I don't care how I do. If I do alright, then awesome. I literally, like, one of my games, I brought 3 mons that I just brought the week before because I couldn't be bothered to gen it. I did not care about this league at one point at all, and like to have actually made finals, like you said, it's a joke, really. When people were actually tryharding in this league.
Yeah, and I kind of feel bad for those people because we're just over here like, fuck it, you know. But hey, man, we made it to finals, and that's fucking Pokemon for you. You know, that just goes to show to never take anything seriously, and you'll make it to finals. You know.
So I spoke to Matt a while back, like I think it was before the last BBR season, and I think he was when he won GDL, he was like, to be honest, I think I'm probably gonna be retiring from Mons anyway, so I just decided, fuck it, I'm just gonna click buttons and I'm gonna make all the stupid reads and plays that I never make when I'm actually trying, and it just worked out for him. Like he just made all the right plays because he was just, I don't care too much for Mons, I'm going to be quitting anyway, so I'm just going to make the stupid play, and it worked out for him.
There you go.
I think that
one
I genuinely think there is.
Click buttons.
Yeah. I genuinely think there is a bit of it where, like, if you care too much, you start overthinking, and...
Yep. You start changing stuff at the last minute.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I don't know. This league, I really just click buttons. That's all I did.
Yeah, straight
like,
up.
Some of the games, I was like, I'm doing alright here. I probably should put some thought into this.
This game did make me. I mean, this league did make me appreciate the whole thing about, you know, spikes versus rocks. Like, I think I set rocks up twice, including this game all season. You know, like maybe 3 times. So that's just who I am now. Is I'm just gonna set spikes and then we'll play the game with 5 months. You know, that's just what we're doing.
I was really hoping that you wouldn't bring Kabutops, because then Hazards was so free, and that's why I brought Sand Slash. The entire reason I brought Sand Slash was for the spikes. That was it.
I was super glad to see no Sableye, just because, like, just being annoying and, like, you know, Wisp and whatnot, but that came in all the mocks I did, and it always died in one hit to a Silvert Vanillux, so, like, maybe fucking Sand Slash was the better play anyways, you know?
Sableye was it did things, like, sure, it willowed Linoon, it willowed Grapple Locked. That's it. Really, like, it just fucking died to everything else. I saw no reason to bring it at all.
Yep, fair enough.
I was actually more tempted to bring Coughing.
Coughing?
When I was looking for this, like, I was like, the first 5 kind of worked out, I'll just change a couple of moves here and there. And I was like, I don't think the Rapidash really did all that much. They actually have been pretty good in this game. Yeah, Rapidash didn't really do what I wanted to do, so I'm going to swap it out. And I looked at it, I was like, Toxic Spikes look pretty nice. And then I realized that it's Coughing.
Yeah. Fair.
Like, I would have to be Focus Sash, I would have to lead with it, and if you led with Vanillux, I was dead regardless, and I could only set up 1 T-Spikes.
Yep.
But...
And yeah, that's basically how it is, man. Sometimes it's like, do I want to have all 6 of my Pokemon, or do I want 1 hazard on the field?
And especially when I have, like, no removal. It's like Sandslash, I think, is my only real reliable removal. I'm not gonna bring Defog Cypher ever.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bring Defog Blaziken ever.
I do gotta give you respect, though, for, like, never running Boots on Scyther, and it's still working out for you every fucking time. Like, you didn't bring it this time,
I know, right?
You? No, you just a Violator Bandit every time. I just assumed the first time we played it was gonna be Boots, because I was like, well, it's times per week, that's what you do, it's Gen 8, you have to bring Boots. And you just didn't, and it worked out, dude, so, like, respect.
Like, people are way too set on that mindset of, I need to bring Boots on my 4 times week mod. Like, I brought Rocky Helmet Talonflame to my game against Root. And he set up rocks, and it still lived at the end of the game, despite switching twice into rocks.
Damn.
Like, at the end of the day, if, like, you play well, or you play right, it doesn't actually matter taking, like, 50% sucks. By all means, 50% sucks, and if you can avoid it, you should. But, like, whenever Clef came in, I was like, okay, I can probably just get my Scyther in here. If you set up rocks, Scyther's in.
Yep.
And at that point, I can switch it out. or not switch it out and die to the blizzard.
I really wanted to knock too, but if you SD'd and you had quick attack, which I know I was scared of last time, and you're like, I didn't even fucking have quick attack. But if you did have it, I was kind of fucked because nothing really lived. I guess Vanilla.
Yeah. I know would have lived it, but then it put it in range. I don't think that Zygarde was taking much. I don't think it was taking a hit particularly well from Inteleon.
Yeah, for sure.
Even though I should have just clicked Scold, I think, on that turn. Or like a mid-ground probably better would have been Scold, but...
It makes sense. But hey, you know, what are you going to do? It's Pokemon, and on top of that, it's also, we're playing T3 and below. So I think most of us kind of went into it with the mindset of like, ooh, fun, shiny new format, you know? Let's click some buttons.
Yeah. Let's see what actually works in this format. And apparently Scyther works incredibly well in this format.
Man, that thing is a fucking threat. Blaziken too. I've never been more scared of a Blaziken in my life.
Well, the funny thing is, Blaziken really hasn't done that much for me. I mean, it has. It's got kills. But, like, I don't feel like I've had, like, tons of success.
Was that your first overall pick, was Blaziken? Or was it Scyther?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, Scyther was, like, 6th pick.
And it was the kill leader at the end of the day, which I'm still angry about, because we were tied for kills, but you had more trophies, so you got the kill leader. And it was still just fucking annoying.
To be fair, though, I think during the playoff run, it got like another 5 or 6 kills.
Jesus Christ!
So it was still picking up kills through the playoffs. This is probably the game where it got the least. It was only Clef that died to it.
Yeah, just Clef.
But what's kind of crazy if you were a timid nature on Vanilla, because I think the role was in my favor to live the blizzard.
Damn.
Like that's just how bulky Scyther is.
That is a thick bitch. Especially when it's not taking Rock's chip.
But, I mean, it didn't have to take Rock's chip. It literally just died to the blizzard afterwards.
Yeah.
But my blizzard switch in that point just did not exist.
Yeah, your blizzard switch in and my dual wing beat switch in were kind of around the same thing at that point in the game.
Yeah. It was whoever could click buttons more at the end won that game. If I click dual wing beat more, then I would probably win. If you click blizzard more, you win.
Yeah, you know what? And that's how it should be. It should always come down to who clicks the most buttons, you know?
Absolutely.
Oh, but yeah, man, shit. I'll go ahead and end this here. I'm also recording, by the way. I'm sure you were aware, but just, just in case.
I was not aware, but you know.
But yeah, man, I'll go ahead and end it. GG again. Again, sorry for the freeze, but if there was anyone I could have played in finals, I'm glad it was you, and I'm glad we got to just fucking just duke it out, you know?
Absolutely. Like I said to you, didn't I? Like as soon as I knew it was finals, I was like, if I lose to you, I'm just happy that I've seen my friend win a championship this gen. So, congrats on winning it.
Well, thanks, man. And I would have done the same to you, but you already won one, so you don't need to, you know?
You got to share them around.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Ain't no fun if the homies can't have it.
You got to get to finals and then lose the finals, so you can give everyone else one. That's just how it works.
That's real Bernie Sanders of you, you know? Oh, man. But yeah, I'll go ahead and end it there. GG's again, man, and yeah, it's been real.
I'll catch you in the next.
So what do you